Hello chat folks out there. Today in this vlog I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got up to on my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. I hope you guys are all having a lovely week so far. On my Monday I didn't have work until the evening. I was doing a 5 till close, which meant I got a nice line. I then got up and I had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. I was just watching a bit of TV and I just spent most of the morning finishing off the Summer I Turned Pretty Season 2 on Amazon Prime, so I was watching that for most of the morning. My dad got back from work and my dad then went off to bed, and my older brother was on his Xbox, older sister was at hers, younger brother at his and younger sister at hers, and I then was just listening to a bit of music, just enjoying and colouring in. I was just watching some vlogs and TikToks and funny dog and cat videos and just doing some colouring in and working on some illustrations. And then my mum went off down to my grandma's to help with getting my grandpa transferred from his rehab place in the middle of Bristol to the care home he's going into, which is just up the road from us. And so she was sorting that out, and my dad had gone for a nap. He then got up and was cutting the grass, and I love the smell of fresh cut grass. And I then watched Home and Away, wrote a bit of my journal, and then I went off for a walk and I got some flower starts that I'm going to show you guys now. I love all the beautiful colours on the flowers. I had a lovely walk enjoying the sunshine and blue skies, and I also got a snap of some beautiful leaves that I'm going to show you guys now. Such pretty patterns on those leaves. I love the colours, it's giving me autumn vibes. I then went off to One Stop to get myself some lunch and got myself a mac and cheese to have for my tea when I was back from work. I then got home, had my lunch, watched Home and Away, Escape to Country and Fire Barn, wrote a bit of my journal, listened to a bit of music. I then sorted out my blue doll, and my dad was sorting stuff on the house. And then my mum got back and she dropped me up to work. I got to work, put my bag away, got clocked in, and it was just me and one other colleague on shift, and it was pretty quiet, so we were just getting loads of clothes down and cleaning jobs done. And then we had a walk-in of 12 people, so that kept us busy, and one of our other kitchen staff members came on shift to help out because there was a lot of food to be done and there was only one person in the kitchen and they were struggling a bit, so they came in and helped us a lot, and we really appreciated them coming in to help out. And one of my kitchen staff who does jewellery and has a little jewellery shop in the restaurant I work in gave me this nice blue bracelet, and I love it. Such a lovely colour, and I absolutely smashed the clothes. I got loads of clothes jobs done, and I'm not a big fan of evening shifts. I'd rather do a day shift. I like my evenings. I like to be able to sleep. But yeah, it was a really good shift, and my supervisor who I was going to with was saying how impressed he was with how well I did. And we then locked up, got our bags and stuff, clocked off and headed off. And my mum picked me up from just down from where I work, and we got back, and for my tea I had a mac and cheese. I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so delicious, lovely and cheesy. I wasn't a big fan of mac and cheese when I was younger, but now I absolutely love it, one of my faves. Then I got into my PJs. I then caught up on Zoella's Vlogust. She's doing Vlogust instead of Vlogmas this year because her baby's due in December, so she's doing it now instead. And so I caught up on those, loving those, and then I finished off writing my journal, put that away. I was then just watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos. I then watched the UK soaps, had some cereal, watched a little bit of Netflix, and then I went off to bed. Then on my Tuesday, I got up ready to go off a coffee catch up with two of my colleagues, and one of my colleagues who just lives down the road from me came to mine, and then we walked up from mine and head up to Coffee One in the High Street and met one of our other colleagues in there, and I had a bit of Victoria sponge cake and a caramel frappe from there that I'm going to show you guys now. It was so delicious. I haven't had a bit of Victoria sponge cake and a caramel frappe from there in ages. Haven't been in Coffee Run for a while, so it was a nice little treat, and we had a really lovely catch up. Then my colleague that I'd walked up with had to shoot off, so then me and the colleague that I'd met at Coffee Run went off and had a look around some of the charge shops, and I got the Sound of Music, not Sound of Music, Mary Poppins vinyl. I keep saying Sound of Music, one Julie Andrews film, Dan, and so I played that when I got back, and yeah, love a bit of Mary Poppins. Then I went off to W. Smith's and one of the other bookshops, and my colleague then had to go off to meet her family for food at our workplace, so she went off to do that. And then I went off to one of the flower shops and I got some plant and dried flower stacks from there that I'm show you guys now. So pretty. I was then having a lovely chat with the flower shop keepers in there. I then popped into Costa and got a selfie in front of this like plant mall on the wall they have in there now, which is so cute, and got myself a luxury hot chocolate from there and these mini shortbreads which are so good. I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. The hot chocolate was so good. I then made way back, and on the way back I stopped in to Co-op and got myself some lunch from there, just got myself a meal deal. Then I got home, I had my lunch that I got from Co-op, just a bit of music, did some drawing, colouring in, wrote a bit of my journal, sorted out my Blue Tack doll, and then me and my old brother went down to my grandma and grandpa's to go pick my grandma up to take her to see our grandpa in his care home. He's now in, just up the road, and whilst collecting her from there, I got this pretty dahlia snap I'm going to show you guys now. It's so beautiful. I love dahlias so much. They're probably one of my favourite flowers to get snaps of. Such lovely colours and patterns on them. Then we took our grandma up to see our grandpa in his care home he's in now, and it was really lovely to see him and have a chat with him, and I hadn't seen him for a while, so it was good to catch up. And his room he's in is very lovely. It's quite grand. We then had to look around the care home, and it looks like an old-fashioned like hotel, and I kept on thinking I was going to see the twins from The Shining appear down one of the corridors. It's like amazing, that place. There's like 50 rooms, but it's really lovely. They've got like a little conservatory, and the dining room where he'll go to eat is set up like a little like diner cafe kind of thing, which is so cute. And I got a snap of the chandelier from there that I'll show you guys now. So fancy. Then me and my old brother headed back. My grandma stayed a little bit later on, and my dad then picked her up when she was finished and ready to be picked up. And I got back and I ended up having a little bit of a nap. I had a little bit of a headache. I then sorted out my Blue Tack doll and was just watching some vlogs and TikToks, posted some TikToks that I'd made, and was listening to some of my vinyls. I was feeling a lot better. And then my dad had picked my grandma up from being at the care home to see my grandpa, and then they'd ordered fish and chips first, and then my grandma and dad went and picked those up for us, and I had chicken and chips from there. I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. So good, the chicken and chips with curry sauce. My grandma then went home. I then watched the UK soaps, just a bit of music, just some drawing, colouring in. I was then just watching some stuff on Netflix and tidied up my office and dollhouse a little bit, as there's a little bit of a mess. I was then just watching some episodes of Doctor Who. I then went off to bed, and then on my Wednesday, which is today, I got up after a nice lie-in. I then got showered and changed and had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast, and was just watching some stuff on Netflix. And my older brother and his girlfriend have now gone off to stay at our aunt and uncle's caravan, and they're going off there for a week. and my dad was back from work. He was sorting stuff on the house. He then went off to bed, and my mum and dad were still asleep. Older sister at hers, younger brother at his, and younger sister at hers. And I then was just watching some stuff on TV, listened to a bit of music, and then I got myself ready to go off for a little walk. It was such a lovely sunny day with lovely blue skies, and I locked up, took my key with me just in case I got back and no one was in. Wouldn't want to be stuck out in the sunshine and the heat. It's just so hot. Walking up to the high street, I was literally melting, and I got out to the high street and I had a look around some of the child shops and got some flower starts from one of the flower shops I'm going to show you guys now. Such beautiful flower starts in there. Then I got some plant stops from there as well. Let me show you guys now. Such lovely plants and cactuses and succulents in there. I love all the patterns on the leaves, and the leaves and plants hang from the windows. It's like a little jungle in there, and I was having a nice chat with the flower shopkeepers from there. I then went off to WH Smith's and had a look at some of the books and notebooks in there, but I was like, no Dan, you don't need any more stationery. I was then just having a look in one of the bookshops, and I love the smell of books so much. Then I went off to one of the other flower shops and I got some flower starts from there. Let me show you guys now. I love all the beautiful colourful flowers in there, and it all smells so good in there. I was having a lovely chat with the flower shopkeepers in there, and they were pointing at different flowers for me to get photos of and asking me about my day and about work and stuff, and I could stay in there all day if I could. I'd love to do a bit of work experience in there. I might ask about doing that. Then I went off to meet my colleague and her 2 kids at the lounge for some food, and I got there and got a table, got myself an orange juice, fresh orange juice from the bar, went back to the table and it had been nabbed. Someone else had taken it, so I was like, great. So I took another table that was free and waited there for them to arrive, and I got a really cute selfie in front of the doorway as you entered the restaurant. They got some hanging lanterns hanging above, so I got a nice snap in front of those. And then they arrived and I had blueberry pancakes. Shocker, I love the blueberry pancakes they do there, and had a banana milkshake from there as well. I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. I love their blueberry pancakes so much. They were so good, and it was such a lovely time catching up with my colleague and her 2 kids, and they are so adorable, very lively, kept me on my toes, I can tell you that. And then after that we let our food go down, and then we head off down to our town's castle to have a little walk around there, and I'm going to show you guys some stats of the town's castle that I got now. So beautiful. I love the fountain and just the aesthetic. It's just so pretty, and it was such a lovely sunny day, lovely blue skies, and lovely and sunny as well, which is great. And then I got some flower starts from the garden that I'll show you guys now. I love the rose garden and all the lovely colourful flowers. It's so beautifully kept, and apparently they might be making it so that only people who are staying at the hotel will be able to go into the gardens, and I hope not, because I love getting flower photography from there. I do know a few people that work there, so maybe they'll be able to pull a few strings, but we'll just have to keep going and see what happens, but hopefully not, because I love getting flower photography from there. And then we went off back to my colleague's house and we had some cupcakes and some squash, and I had a cup of tea, and we were down just watching a bit of Moana, and the kids were playing in the garden, and their dog Clover is so cute, a little bit bonkers, but she was wanting all the fuss, so I was making a little fuss of her. I then got back. I'm now home, and my mum had taken my grandma up to see my grampy in the care home, and my dad was sorting stuff around the house, and I've got a Rainbow High Rainbow Vision Diva doll arriving soon. She's the one in gold, and so I was making room for her to be put up on my shelf where my other inbox dolls are, and saw a post on Instagram where you had to post one of your favourite inbox dolls, so I did that, and it got me thinking, what are my top 5 inbox dolls for my collection? So I went through them, and I'm going to leave this video by showing you guys a clip of me showing you guys my top 5 inbox dolls, and I hope you enjoy. The first doll from my top 5 inbox dolls for my collection is the Totally Hair Barbie from 1992. It's the 25th anniversary repo they did, and it's so stunning. I love her pink earrings and her headband, and her pink dress and her pink ring, and accessories it comes with for the hair, and her long blonde hair, so iconic. And on the side it has photos of ways you can style the hair, and this is the 25th anniversary remake they did to celebrate the anniversary. And Totally Hair Barbie is the #1 selling Barbie of all time, and I just loved the iconic pink Barbie boxes from the 90s, and I think they should start doing Barbie boxes like this again. I just love the little 90s illustrations on the box as well, so cool. Then the second one from my collection I'm going to show you guys is this Hayden Williams Bratz doll collector doll. It's Yasmin, probably one of my favourite Bratz from the doll line. I love Yasmin, and she comes with a separate outfit, and her outfit is just so stunning. I love the red boots, the black leather bag, the plaid jacket with the lace at the bottom on the sleeves, the brown skirt and white top, and then the black leather necklace, and the leather baker hat, and the gold hoops. Her hair is so pretty, and her face is stunning, and her black striped dress and shoes, and comes with a makeup palette and some sunglasses, and also comes with a poster, and has her little logo, and it says the girls with a passion for fashion. And on the back it has her illustrations that Hayden Williams did, and his illustrations are so amazing. You should definitely go check out his illustrations on Instagram and Twitter. And then the next one that I'm going to show you guys is the Barbie movie doll. I love it. I love the pink checkered dress with a flower bracelet and necklace and some white earrings, and then she's got a bow in her hair and some pink high heels with flowers on as well, and a little bout. I love the bangs. And then on the back it's got a photo of Margot Robbie, such a legend. And then on the side it's got a heart with a photo of the dream house in, and then it's just a Barbie movie and a heart with Barbie's initial on, and this says Barbie movie again. And again, I love the Barbie pink boxes that they're doing for the Barbie movie. I hope they do like regular Barbie dolls in pink iconic boxes like this again with the Barbie logo like that. I love it. It's just so iconic. The film was amazing and I can't wait to go see that again. Then the next one I'm going to show you guys is this one here, and it is my Sherry High twin set. It's Naomi Storm and Veronica Storm, and I love the trunks they have and the acrylic nails and the handbags, the eyeshadow on and the eyebrows, the hair. She's blowing a bubblegum bubble, and I just love the boots as well. The colours and the details, they're like purples and blacks, and the lips and the eyes and the eyelashes and the eyebrows, and she's got like rainbow eyeshadow on, and they're just so stunning. And she's got little netting gloves on, and there's just so much to see. Every time I think I've seen everything, I see something else that catches my eye, and this is my first twin set that I've got, and they're just so pretty. Then the last one that I want to show you guys is this one here. So this is one of my newest ones that I've gotten, and I just love their eyes. Her green eyes are so beautiful, and her teddy bear handbag and her outfit with lots of stickers on her dress and on her shoes, and her leg warmers with some rainbow stripes on, and her acrylic nails and her earrings as well with little stickers on and little clips on her hair. And Shadow High doll has a little like checkered skirt, a really pretty belt, and a little like corset, and a handbag, and some really cool earrings and some space buns, and she's got such lovely eyelashes and lips, and she's got lovely lipstick on as well. I love Shadow High dolls and Rainbow High dolls for their fashion and their acrylic nails and the hair and the lashes. The detail is just so amazing, and that is my top 5 inbox dolls for you guys. Here you go, my top 5 inbox dolls so far. They're just so stunning, and I'm surprised I haven't actually opened them yet. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing my top 5 inbox dolls from my collection, and I shall see you in a new vlog coming very soon. Bye.